I think Candace's commitment to fighting gastric cancer was evident in her selflessness, her kindness. Even amidst her struggles of fighting the disease, she was always concerned about others and trying to find a cure and finding help for those others that were fighting the disease along with her.
She was really funny, and she was always really positive and kind, really fun to be around, and she was just always a light on others and stuff.
What impressed me most about Candace when she received the news about her gastric cancer was she immediately wanted to help others.
I was just so impressed with John's incredible sense of humor. Before his diagnosis and throughout his illness, he managed to find humor in almost everything. And at the same time, he just had the most generous spirit.
My dad always encouraged me to do my best. He was really strong. He wasn't about himself, he was about other people.
We knew little about this particular disease. As a matter of fact, it was the first time we'd ever heard of the disease. We were searching for information. We felt very unprepared for the journey that we were about to start. And it was then that we decided to reach out to the Gastric Cancer Foundation.
We knew nothing about stomach cancer. We'd never known anybody who'd had it before. So we frantically tried to do research online and called some friends and, tried to get whatever information we could get. And it was just heartbreaking to see how little information there was, how few treatment options seemed to be out there.
Like many who are fighting gastric cancer, Candace's options at the end were very limited. And so we were very thrilled to partner with the Gastric Cancer Foundation by funding the clinical trial matching service in Candace's honor. This service matches patients with clinical trials in order for them to help either extend life or eventually find a cure for their disease.
A more centralized way of matching people to clinical trials that may not be in their own oncologist's knowledge base because it's not maybe primarily focused on gastric cancer. So I think it's a really important way that ultimately we in our gastric cancer world will be able to benefit from the much broader work that's being done.
The new programs that we introduced in 2018 are fantastic, and just having those new programs gives us more relevance in the community of patients and caregivers that are in need. It's exciting, it's invigorating, it's something that you want to be a part of.
We can actually discriminate and identify the genomic characteristics of stomach cancer at the resolution of an individual cell. Our tissues are made of individual cells, and this is what mediates the function. But it's never been possible to really identify how these cells operate, but now we can do this routinely.
Last year we had a cause for hope. This year we have a reason to believe. With everything going on with the Gastric Cancer Foundation, all the programs that are being run, we truly believe a cure can be achieved.
Well, I believe people should support the Gastric Cancer Foundation because it is one of the only organizations that is focused on the research. If you look at our efforts in the area of the registry, where we're gathering so much information about patients who've had gastric cancer.
I believe that a cure can be found, and I believe that with more research and more funding, I believe that it can happen.
I believe that the Gastric Cancer Foundation will be critical in discovering a cure for gastric cancer, and that is why it's so important to support them.
I believe that the more people that are involved in research, the more financial resources that go into this kind of research, the more treatments will be found, and the more options that are available to people gives them more time.
I believe in the science. I've seen progress. I've seen it firsthand. I believe in the people that are producing the science. And it's just going to be a matter of time before a cure is found.
Direct support of the foundation directly leads towards research. So there's an opportunity, an enormous opportunity for everyone. But as you support the foundation, note that that support goes directly into research. And the benefits of that are almost immediate.
There's so little funding for it, and yet so many families are impacted. More than 10,000 people die of gastric cancer each year in the United States. So I just feel there's a real need there to support research and just a whole host of issues that aren't currently being addressed.
You look into how much money is going into medicine, but you don't look at how much money is still needed.
If we can do something to raise money and raise awareness about it, then I think it would be a good thing to do. That just means more stuff that's going to happen and better chance of finding a cure.
Tonight, the best way to help the work of the foundation is to simply give, to do something. Do what's compelled in your heart.